And here we are back for our second match of the night here. Old Guys Texas versus Dallas Tires in this week 3 of this Vanguard throwback. As we're getting off to a hot start here on this Bouquet Tar Point. As just trades in and out of the field here as it's starting to slow down a little bit. As Old Guys Texas starts to take control of this P1 just for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna get on this boat cage. We were asking for it. We're gonna get it. Just trades on trades. Dallas though, they're gonna collect a little bit of this time here as they get all four down there for Texas time though. Will remain white. A little bit of a contest coming in. We're gonna get crazy up in here with these contests, these chows, these trades, everything. We love this map.
It's going to get super mixy as we roll over into P2 here. As Dallas gets 2 dead, trade in and trade out, like we've been saying this entire time. Dallas will stay up 2 and take control of this P2 point as we roll into the second point here.
Yeah. Dallas locking it down a little bit. Frenzy, though, will find a kill onto Covert. The old guys trying to work their way through barn here. Verbos will find one. He will find two over towards his top barn. Kind of pushing Dallas back. They'll maintain the spawns, but pushing him back a little bit, forcing him off time for a couple seconds there. Verbose sitting top barn, trying to find what he can. He will fall. Mojo with two. Three will fall for old guys. It's Dallas collecting this time, going up by about 20.
Spawns have flipped as well as you see 2 here trying to just hold on as they'll end up going down. And now the spawns will stay the same as Old Guys Texas will keep the spawns for this P3 side here as they're just going to try and hold the spawns and try and work back as whatever they can. Maybe just even give up the rest of this time here going into the third point.
Yeah, you could see about towards the end there when they got 3 dead in the feed. They kind of said, you know what, we're good. Down by 50 going into this P3, but they've got good spawns. They're trying to get the holds, climb a little bit closer into this game. Cover, though, will find one. Mojo will find another. Frenzy finds one, finds another, maintaining the time for his team. Dallas, though, they're spawning in the back now. 2 will fall for old guys again. Frenzy locking it down for his team. He will eventually fall. Dallas, great break to get the spawns and get the kills. Up by 30, trying to build their lead.
3 dead here for Old Guys Texas. Frenzy tried to stay alive as best he could here in this P3, but to your point, just an absolute great break from Dallas Flat Tires as they roll in and seemingly going to get these last 20 going in to go up by 70 as it seems going into P4.
Yeah, and especially on these rotations, you're just seeing trades coming through. Just trade on trade on trade, just fighting for that map positioning. Every kill is important. Going for these spawns, going for these hills. More trades in the feed. 2, though, will fall for old guys. Make it 3. Heading into this barn, time will stay contested. Cover tries to find what he can. Moja tries to find what he can. 3 will fall for Dallas. A little bit of hope here showing up for old guys with them spawning in the back.
Old Guys just can't seem to really get a foothold in the point because by the time that they're all settled, Dallas Flat Tires will come flood in and break the point. So Old Guys has to work on rotating earlier maybe and just trying to set themselves up for the points. That way they're not as the points start to come in.
Yeah, looking good here, though. Getting a lot of kills in the feed. Sigburn, though, will find 2. Cover tries to find a 3rd. He will get shut down. Old guys, that's a good hold there as they're bringing this game back a little bit, only down by about 30 points going into this P4. And looking like that scrap time is going to go the way towards old guys, but it's looking like they sacrificed a little bit of the rotation there for that hill time to get the game a little closer. As Dallas, they said, you know what, we're up by a lot, we're maintaining a good lead, we're going to rotate, and we're going to start off with this time like you see here.
Yeah, Dallas with some good spawns here. You look at 7 and 8 kind of holding back. 8 will probably hop in right past that circular tower there as he'll actually drop. But at 5 and 6, seems just a great setup all around by Dallas. Hold this time, try and get over that 130 mark going into the second rotation pills here.
Yeah, and it's looking like old guys trying to commit most of their push here towards the front, and it's just not working right now. Dallas, they're reading these pushes. For old guys, you gotta try and push into the spawns, maybe flip the spawns, get what you can. 2, though, will fall, make it 3 for Dallas, but, maybe too little too late as T-Dub will find 2. Too little too late, though, because, you've got 10 seconds. The 10 seconds to go towards Dallas. They're building, quite the lead here, up by almost 60.
Yep, and 5 is through, so spawns will probably flip in favor here of Dallas as well, as they'll look to set up just overwatching T1. T-Dub will just continue to run around and do what T-Dub does. He's on a 6, so he might play a little conservative to try to get that 7th kill, which he will, and then down he'll drop. But Dallas seems to be doing whatever they want. 5 out of 54 here, going into the second rotation of hills here on Bocage.
Yeah, I mean, talk about T-Dub just being the difference maker. I mean, 19-9, he's got the streak in his pocket. We just started the second set of rotations. Especially going into this, I mean, this P1, you know it gets mixy. I mean, if you're old guys, you gotta lock it down. You know, checkerboard's falling through in the feed, but it's looking like old guy's gonna find a little bit of time here. Down by only 50, Sigburn will find him on the time. Spots Cabela's, finds him off the tank, finds another one. Trying to find yet another, he gets the pre-fires. We're shooting lasers today. He's sneaking around. He's getting through the back like Perry the Platypus. It's looked like Dallas is going to collect this time towards P2.
5 will go down to a nade. We were just talking about nades in between matches earlier as well. 6 set up on time. And if you look at 1, we got a 1v5 hopping up at the back of the map, maybe. But no one will jump through it. Then it just seems like that old guys Texas just keep flooding the front of the hill and not necessarily trying to work around. And Dallas Flat Tires is anticipating that point after point. So old guys got to change it up going into these next set of hills here, just to try and make any sort of time back.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of prioritization towards these rotations, towards these spawns that you kind of need on this map. I know it's a mixy map, but you still got to hit your rotations. It's looking like Dallas, you know, time will stay contested for a minute. Covert will find the kill onto Verbose as the last 10 seconds. Gonna go towards Dallas as they'll build their lead up to about 80 here going into this P2, and it's looking like, I mean, old guys, you got the rotation that you needed, and it's about holding it down. You know, 2 will fall for Dallas, so a good start for them is, you know, like you said, old guys, they did what you asked. They rotated towards this next hill, and they're trying to lock it down.
Yes, Sigburn at 33 and 70 is having way on the map, and that the old guys has to try and figure out a way to slow him down a bit because they can't have him just running through points as he's doing right now. One's gonna drop, and then he knows to wait. He knows that it's gonna start to flood on him. He's just having himself an great map here.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Sigburn almost finds that kill onto Verbose there. Sorry, but I mean, like you said, I mean, old guys, they rotated, they got the time, they just got broken pretty quickly there, and they maintained the spawns as long as they could. But not only is it rotating, you gotta hold the hills, you gotta lock it down. They got some good time there, you know, keeping this game within 70 points. It's still in reach, but you gotta win all facets of the game here to really get what you need on bow cages. I mean, just Dallas just lighting up the kill feed. 3 kills there, 4 kills there, some trades in the feed, and again, you got Dallas on the rotations. They're starting the hill. That hill is popping. They're on the hill. They're collecting time. And, you know, old guys, you mentioned it before. They gotta rotate. They get what they can, and it's not looking too hot.
Dallas eclipsed the 200 point mark. They will not win on this point, however, but that's 3 dead for old guys Texas here. So it looks like a little bit of life has coming in, but it may be too late for that as it is to 134. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if they can hold on the rest of the seconds, test it, and see what they do heading over to the boat hill.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be virtually flawless here out of old guys for the remainder of this map. You know, they're collecting this scrap time, but at what point do you say we need to rotate? You know, Dallas, they only need 40 seconds, and old guys, they're nowhere near the hill. I mean, they didn't rotate, they didn't try and flip spawns or anything. Dallas, they said, screw that time. We got 40 seconds for the win. We're trying to win this game. We're just gonna back up. Old guys, Cabela's will find 2.
Dallas has built a big enough lead they can give up 15 seconds for 2 hills. They can just completely set themselves up, and in comes a streak here. See what happens with that.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just the comfortability you get when you go up by so much. Dallas just 11 seconds to get the win. Frenzy says not quite yet. Gets a 2-piece, 20 seconds remaining, you know. Dallas can still win, but I mean, how much do you really want to commit towards this hill? You can rotate. I mean, you can collect scrap time from here, and you can win the game. Durelladon, he finds 2. Sigburns will find 1 onto Frenzy, but he will eventually fall as like I said, I mean, Dallas, they're just rotating at this point. You
Yeah.
can collect scrap time and win this game.
Dallas seems to be throwing bodies a little too much at that P5 there. That one would think they could just rotate towards P1, being up by 60 points, but they kept throwing at it. They have control of the hill here, so they have 8 seconds till they win here, and that's 3 dead, including 2 dead and a team kill. So that might be all she wrote. 4 seconds here. And we'll see if they can hop on and get this point. But Old Guys Texas not going down without a fight. Gotta give them credit for that.
Yeah. Verbose gets a kill, but the rest will fall as the map is over. You know, old guys, they were fighting towards the end there. It never really was completely out of reach, but I mean, it just comes down to the rotations. You gotta rotate, and they just didn't.
Gotta rotate.
All right, here we go. Dallas gonna start on the offensive side here. As it's looking like they're just gonna go for a 4-stack here over towards this A point. You know, they're banging it out. Cover, you know, he says, what you can do, I can do better. Bangs out the door, finds the kill onto Frenzy. As Cover, you know, playing it safe, trying to find what he can. Gets the spot onto Verbose. Backs up
Big
a
for
little
both
bit,
on
you
him
know.
as well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of eye tag there. Playing with each other. Durelladon will find one on Emoja and make it a 3v3.
A split approach on defense here from Old Guys as well. They sent 2 towards A and then 1 down the mid. And then if you look at 7, 7 loopings all the way around, but 2, Duraludon looks like he's expecting him to be there. So this will be interesting to see. As it's T-Dub versus Duraludon, that's the highlighted one-on-one right in this 3v1.
Yeah. All left to Durelladon. Maybe if he has the powers of the real Pokemon, but he does not. He falls. All he's got is the automaton, but he will fall. You know, a good defensive round there out of Old Guys. Showing some life, you know, a little 2-2 split, just playing patient, playing for the information, taking what they can get.
Patience and just slowly but surely, once you kind of get an idea where slowly but surely enveloping him and circling around him until he's got nowhere to go. That was textbook out of Old Guys Texas.
Exactly. You know, on a map like this, you kind of got to sneak around, see what you can get, you know, parry the platypus style secret agent around, see what you can get, things like that. T-Dub, though, with the crosses onto the map, Cabela's misses the snipe. Tries to rescope and find another as the bomb's looking like it will be planted here towards B with Old Guys, but a little bit of a split approach, playing for some information in the back with 6 pushed up. Cover, he will find the kill onto Verbose with Cabela's kind of being the only one towards his B time.
And I don't think he knows that Moja's still in there. He's going to hop right in. It'll be a pistol versus a sub. See what happens. And there we go. 2-0.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting but effective approach out of Old Guys there on offense, but it worked. You kind of,
Yeah.
they recognized the weak point onto A that they said, you know, there's no one here, so we're going to plant the bomb. And they got it quickly, so.
Berlin is such an odd map. It seems like most teams always have strats that they use in Surge, but Berlin, it seems that on offense, it's the same play every time. There's never any deviation. So
Yeah.
we'll see what goes on. Optic, I keep saying Optic. Old Guys with the split defensive strategy again. See what happens.
Yeah, Dallas with a little bit more of a patient approach here on offense on their second attacking round. You know, they kind of ran it down A. It didn't quite work. So they said, you know what, we'll play for some information here. Maybe try and throw off Old Guys a little bit. Like you said, Old Guys with a similar approach on defense. The first guns will rain out. A little bit of warning shots there between Frenzy and Sigburn, but you know, they're kind of just coexisting right now towards here, just trying to play the information. Verbose and Cover will spot each other out. Sigburn will find a kill onto Frenzy. Cover, though, he will fall, make it a 3v3.
Unfortunate timing there. Over as he hops the mantle right at just the worst time. But trades are coming through. It'll be a Cabela's will be running through train. He spots one out, gets the 1. It'll be a 1v1 here. Big win from Cabela's. Big win from Cabela's. Big 2-piece to end that. Make it still in favor of Old Guys Texas.
Oh yeah, spins him around and peels him like an avocado. Making him some guacamole out of that, the green from, I don't know what I'm saying. He turned on him, to say the least.
could be the spark that Dallas needed here in this map as well. Finally get a dub under your. Just play it patient and make the old guys Texas do all the work, and you just wait for them to.
Yeah. It's clear that that more patient approach did work out for them, and it's looking like they're going to translate that into their defense. Sigburn, though, will find the first kill on the Friendly. Durelladon, though, he finds a kill on the Moja. Quickly into a 3v3 here as the bomb actually is down towards the middle. 2 watching over it. 5 also there as well, but Sigburn will find a kill onto Verbos courtesy of the wallbang. Durelladon trying to find the trade onto Sigburn. He won't find it. They know the bomb is down. He's trying to play for it. T-Dub will find the kill. All down to Cabellas with the sniper. Misses his shot. He will fall. That's another round for Old Guys Texas.
Just a little frantic there from Dallas. Bomb went down mid, and they just kind of didn't really know what to do with themselves after the fact.
Yeah. I mean, they even had me panicking a little bit. I didn't really know what was going on. I don't think they knew either. You know, you really gotta keep the bomb in hand, especially on a map like this, especially mid when you have all these angles looking towards it, especially with a sniper rifle. It didn't work out for him. Sigburn starting 6-1 through 4 rounds, you know, really being the difference maker and finding the first bloods that they need.
Alternatively, on the other side, Frenzy without a kill through 4 rounds, so he's going to try and do what he can to try and contribute, get his crooked number on the board as soon as he can.
Yeah, Moja finds one onto Frenzy, finds the second onto Cabellas. Can he find the third? Yes, he can! Mo, heebie-jeebies! He said, screw your planting on B, this is my house. This is my house.
He locked it down, 3-piece there, right on the bomb site in that closed corners area. Just an incredible sequence there from its Moja. You know he's screaming in their Discord right now.
I mean, you were talking about the difference maker in that, you know, getting that momentum for Dallas, and he says, screw that. I'm taking the momentum back. 4-1 Old Guys going into their offensive round. T-Dub again with that kill mid onto Verbos, and Dallas just falling early. Frenzy, though, finds the kill on the Moja to make it 3v3. The bomb will fall down in towards that B bomb site, and, you know, they had to back up.
Frenzy does get his crooked number on the board. Bomb is being carried by Krover right there. Frenzy will get a second. He'll jump out and he'll just try and get away and relocate and try and just re-engage as soon as he can. I don't think Krover knows he's above him, so this will be interesting.
Yeah. He will fall. Round we're in. Dallas gets a pivotal round there. You don't want to fall behind 5-1. You know, a little bit of a momentum builder there, especially winning on defense, you know. Get when you can. He kind of just got stuck out mid there. Not much you can do, but that was a solid round out of Dallas.
Yeah, Frenzy getting on the board, finally starting to be able to. I mean, and they won the round, so it's apparent that when he's going, they're going. That they're looking to keep it moving. As all of Dallas is negative, so they're gonna try and turn this and just do what they can.
Yeah. Dallas with a similar approach here, sending 3 towards A, 1 towards mid. Cabellas will find one onto Moja, waiting for the timings. Frenzy finds it. 2 will fall. It's an instant 2v4 for Dallas here on this offensive round. It's looking like the bomb will get planted towards B here, trying to find the shots onto Durelladon, but T-Dub will fall at the hands of Frenzy. All down to Sigburn. He's in their spawn, though. Don't know if he's spotted out. He gets spotted. He gets away. He reach out. Woo!
Gets
Shooting
away
lasers.
Too. Gets away too, but Frenzy knows where he is. Yep.
You know, I know he lost that round, but those are some crisp shots. I like that.
Absolutely.
You can respect the commitment there, but again, Dallas, I mean, with a good round there, it's down to those opening first kills, getting those first bloods. You know, those first few rounds, they weren't getting them. They were falling towards mid. They were falling towards the A point. And they kind of shifted their approach there, and you know, they're getting the first bloods. And I mean, talk about Frenzy, 0-5. Now he's 5-5.
It comes down to it. Like, you just got to be confident. You can't be timid when it comes to your offenses and search and destroy. You got to stick to your plan. You got to run. Sometimes you'll see teams wait a couple seconds to try and see what the defense is going to do, but you got to stick to your gut. And it looks like the old guys are doing exactly that. They're just see where the plays are going to come from, and then they'll move off of that.
Yeah. Moja, though, he finds the first blood onto Durelladon. 3v4 here as it's the bomb. Moja staying mid towards the bomb, but it's looking like they're going to try and wrap back through Dallas's spawn to get the bomb down here over towards A. And Cover, though, finds a kill onto Verbose. It's all down to Cabela's. 4v1. You know, he's not quite spotted out yet, just trying to find what he can. Oh, Stigburn putting some shots at his teammate there, assisting Cabela's
That
for
could
the
have been
kill,
bad.
but ultimately Cabela's will fall and the round will end. Old guy's on point.
That could have been disastrous. But 5-3, here we go. Match point, and we all know what happens at 5-3, so this could get interesting really quick.
Yeah. 5-3 curse, maybe in a little bit of a caster curse, like a reverse caster curse there, double curse it a little bit. But you know, talk about Frenzy just, making the comeback, getting, locking it in, getting the ice, he's really been the difference maker for the Dallas, and they're not out of this. They're down 2 rounds on the offensive round, coming in with a little bit different of an approach, kind of playing for the noise there towards this little middle area, just trying to play for what they can, and it's kind of looking like they got themselves stuck in there. But Frenzy, though, will find a kill onto Cover. Verbose on a little bit of a head glitch, trying to find what he can. Didn't see T-Dub, as it's looking like going to prioritize this bomb towards B.
Yeah, they're going to get the bomb down B. It's a 3v2, and now the rotation is on, and it's up to Dallas now to hold the site, hold the bomb, take the map.
Yeah, Verbose playing the classic head glitch position. Sigburn, though, might have given himself away a little bit there on that stun. He's still not quite spotted out. Just, you've got 20 seconds left. You're down a man. You kind of just got to go. Oh, Verbose didn't hear the door slam open. He will fall. Sigburn and T-Dub, they do group up. Make it a 2v2. There's 11 seconds, though. You got to go. You got to get on the bomb soon. Calabesas, though, recognizes it. He stays back, and he finds both the kills. I'm not sure if they hopped on the bomb there or not, but I mean, what a play out of Cabela's to just wrap the spawns, really recognize and have knowledge of how much time is left and what the team is doing. And I don't know if they hopped on the bomb or not, but either way, what a play out of Cabela's to, keep them in this game.
If you notice as well, Cabela's was in that bottom office there in that 3rd level building, and T-Dub was running around like a madman looking for him, and Cabela's just held his. And that's what you got to do. You can't panic. And that's exactly what happens. You get 2 to end the map, and now it's 4-5.
Yeah, 4-5 going into the defense. They said we want a map 11 or round 11. But Frenzy here trying to just play for some information here towards mid. I don't think he got spotted coming through, but it looks like there's a firefight going over there on towards B. Cover will find one on Cabela's as the bomb's going to go down, and Dallas, you're going to have to rotate, and you got to lock it in and get this bomb defused.
It could be a 3v3 as the bomb's down, 2 guys on the site, and a very split approach by Dallas on teams. So this could get ugly for them. A lot of one-on-ones, but now they'll start to come together, and we'll see as he gets in, and down will go Duraludon.
Yeah, 23 seconds left, all down to Verbose. He will fall. Old guys Texas locking it in, keeping the ice. There was a few shaky rounds there, shooting some teammates a little bit here and there, but they ultimately locked it down. They said, screw your round 11, we're winning it in 10.
Exactly. A good defensive stand does wonders for morale, especially if it's somewhat dramatic. So you just gotta, gotta hold your lines, you gotta play, you gotta win, move as a unit, and just try and not go down in lives too quickly.
Exactly. Verbose will find one onto Cover. Sigburn, though, will find the trade. T-Dub will also find one on Durelladon, making another one towards Friendly. Cabela's finds one on T-Dub. He gets traded out quickly as, Dallas, they came out hot towards this B point. The first hit comes through, the second one about halfway through, but 2 will fall for Dallas, 2 more will fall for Old Guys, and we're getting mixy here as that second tick does come through. T-Dub finds 3. Frenzy trying to contest onto the hill. He will fall. As, Sigburn, he's on A. They got 2 ticks over there towards B, and they immediately spawned up and went towards A and got that first tick.
An interesting strat. You usually see people do the alternative route here. Well, they'll go A then B, but Dallas just taking it right out of left field, going B then A. Then you'll see 7. Cabell's gonna try and get away whatever he tick, but A is already gone, and they only have 1 to go here.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're trying to catch old guys off guard with that, and it seemed to have worked. They got that onto A. They only need 1 tick here. Towards B is, I think 4 will fall for them. But I mean, you have the advantage, 3 lives, and you got almost 2 minutes to work with, and I mean, you can play this however you please. Slow it down, speed it up, however you want.
I do like the defensive approach from old guys where they're trying to just, like I said pre-map, just trying to be in the face of Dallas, but it seems like they got caught too far up and they didn't get burned this time. If you're too far up and your line is in the map, you're going to get beat. We're going to get behind you. So they have to be cognizant of where everybody is on the map. They're just try and stay in the formation as best as they can.
Yeah, Cover finds 2. I mean, this tick's coming through fast. You got a chow. T-Dub finds 2. Finds the 4th. That will be the round, gentlemen. Dallas Flat Tires coming out hot on that offensive round, and we said it before. We said it in the first series. If you that crucial offensive round, that crucial first offensive round, and we were talking about it. You wanted old guys to start hot on a good defensive hold, and it's looking like they're not icing up the way we wanted.
No, it's you got to win your defenses. Losing defense is never good. In control, it's almost expected that you have to win your defenses, but they got to take it back now on offense. They got to take it to them. They got to get it. W.
Yeah, it's looking like they're gonna send 2 here towards mid. Never mind, they're gonna wrap through fire and get 3 over here towards B. Maybe a similar copycat approach here to what Dallas did. They'll find one on a Moja. T-Dub though will find one on a Cabellas. 2 more will fall for Dallas. As I mean, rinse and repeat from last round. It's a mirror image. Old guys hopping on B and kind of just taking play right out of the enemy's book.
Yeah, right in the B, 20, 26, 25, 25, 25. Dallas stymies the first push here from old guys, and now it looks like old guys doesn't really know where they want to go. So they need to figure this out and work together.
Yeah, old guys came in with that approach. I'm not sure Dallas was expecting their own play to work against them there, and they kind of looked a little lost on the map there. They were like, are they on B? Are they towards B? Or are they towards A? And kind of caught him off guard there, but Sigburn, though, trying to find the kill onto Verbos. He does. Frenzy will find the trade. 3 will fall for Dallas. T-Dub, though, fighting back, finds 2. He will eventually fall as, Frenzy fighting for his life on A, trying to find what he can and wait for his teammates.
19-18 in favor of Dallas. No ticks at all for old guys. So it's just a great defensive round so far. Up 2 lives, no progress whatsoever. As a tick is going through here at B, but Dallas will work its way over and seemingly break it as they've been doing the entire time.
Yeah, it's Moja sneaking through the back, trying to find the kill on Durelodon. He does get spotted by Frenzy. Woo! He's shooting laser beams and he gets out with his life. I mean, Moja just running around in their spawn, wreaking havoc through their spawn. And, old guys, they looked good at the start of there, but it's almost like they didn't quite agree on what hill they wanted to go for there. They split the hills. They sent 3 somewhere. They sent 2 somewhere, and it kind of didn't quite work out for them as they only got 2 ticks, 1 on each.
No, they got that tick over at B, and then they went 4 dead, and then went 2 and 2 either way instead of just committing to B or committing to A. And now they're reaping the adverse effects of that. But 3 down there, 8-7 in lives, but they got to get a tick here. There's only seconds left.
Yeah, you can only get so far with just 1 guy on the hill, but they will get 2 on towards A as that second tick of progress will come through. They got a second tick over to B as well. It's looking like that A point is gonna come through, but no, they chow it. It's Durelodon versus T-Dub for the hill. Verbos finds the kill onto him. The A point will come through. They secure that extra minute. 6 lives to 4. Old guys, you have to be flawless. No more respawn.
Old guys has to work together. They got to try and isolate Dallas as much as they can. 4-3 now. So now it's going to come down to it.
Yeah, You got a round of S&D here, 4 versus 3. Sigburn sitting top church, trying to play for the information. Covert takes some love shots, gets out with his life. He knows their strategy playing through. Cabela's will fall. He doesn't read. He checks the wrong corner. Durelodon, though, will find the trade eventually. On to Covert. It's a 3v2. 35 seconds remaining. If you're old guys, you gotta find a new path onto this hill. You gotta rotate. You gotta try something new. I mean, Dallas, they're holding this pretty flawlessly.
Looks like 3 knows exactly which way they're going to go, and he's going to wait for it. Down to his 1-3. Ripped like a turret. So that'll be the end of that. A little panicky out of the last 2 out of old guys. They heeded your advice. They tried to find a new path, but
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah, there's not much you can do, and I mean, kind of just like rinse and repeat, like the search and destroy. They just solo challenge that one door, didn't chal it together, and I mean, just great reads out of T-Dub and Dallas as a whole. Old guys, you got backs against the wall. You've got the defensive round, so that's good, but I mean, you got to be flawless from here on out to even force a map forward.
Gotta dig deep here. The Tuscan map here to go 2-2. Lives will be tied, which is good. A good start so far. No progress anywhere. But as we know, Dallas will soon find their way, and they'll try and work their way through. As 2 is on, Cover's just having his way. B point, and some progress is started.
Yeah, Verbose with a big trade onto Cover to shut that time down towards B, so they're not split capturing. But I mean, if you're old guys, you're nowhere near A, and Dallas, they have time to set up. 2 will fall for old guys. Cabela's will eventually find one onto Sigburn. He will get traded out by Moja. And, that time's going to start flying for A, and at some point, when do you say, we got to go? I mean, you're getting outgunned, you're getting out rotated, everything. 3 again will fall for old guys. At this point, for Dallas, it's choose what hill you want to get on. Which one do you want first?
Verbose is going to get behind him. He's going to go down 2, and then he's going to get traded 21-15 in favor of Dallas. So not what you want out of a defensive round, guys. And A is secured, so not looking good here for the old guys. As it looks like the ship might be sinking.
Yeah, the ship might already be underwater, but just trying to get what they can. Down 6 lives, 7. Again, 3 down for old guys, and you got to start playing, make it 4. I mean, Dallas coming in with, they said, screw the automatic weapons. We're killing y'all with the pistols now. Dallas hopping on towards this B point. T-Dub, maybe helping out old guys a little bit with a team kill as some trades will come into the feed. Old guys, they got a little break there, but you got 2, the thorn in your side. Cover, he's sitting in your spawn.
16-7 in lives as well. We're going to have a 2 versus 6. 6 sees him on the back tank there. And he'll go down. Just great teamwork out of Dallas. 16-5. I mean, it seems like it's all she wrote here.
Yeah, Frenzy with a little bit of shaky aim there. 3 again will fall for old guys. It's all down to Cabela's. 16v1 Goliath. He's got to climb the mountain. But it's looking like he will just give up. He will concede. Waving the white flag. Jumps off the map. That is the game. That is the series. Dallas flawless in the control. Flawless throughout the series and getting the win. We're going to bed early tonight.
Just a flat-out seamless series by Dallas. A little shaky in the search at first,